I want to welcome each one of you to this great TED event. I know you are from all the wonderful great universities in India. I especially want to welcome our friends and colleagues at IIT Roorkee. As most of you know, I graduated from IIT Roorkee. So go IIT Roorkee. I've been very fortunate and I feel responsibility that I want to pass on some of the lessons I have learned over the years to you. Some of these lessons I learned as I was growing up in India from my dad. Some of the lessons I learned as I went through college. And many of the lessons I learned as I started my entrepreneurial life. And lastly, I learned the lesson as I entered the second phase of my entrepreneurial life. The most I remember is the value of hard work. We all know the success comes from hard work. There is no such thing as overnight success. We all know behind every overnight success, there is years and years of hard work that goes into it. So just remember, if you're not willing to work hard, you can never be successful. Another lesson that I learned as I was growing up from my dad was value of honesty and integrity. These are the cornerstone of everything we do in our life. Each one of us has this conscience. It tells us what's right, what's wrong, and what we should do and what we should not do. Many of us, or some of us, stop listening to this voice. So just remember, when your conscience tells you something not right, just don't do it. The value of honesty and integrity is not just about being honest to others, it's about being honest to yourself. It's easy to fool others, but it's very difficult to fool yourself. So just listen to your own voice and be truthful to yourself. As I was in college, I learned a couple of valuable lessons. One of them was passion. We have a lot of distractions in life, but there's something that is really important to us. We spend our waking hours and our sleeping time all thinking about that particular thing. Once you find that passion, you will find that it's no longer a work. It becomes your life. It consumes you. So find something that you're really, really excited about and devote your life to it. Next lesson that I learned was about focus. The interesting thing about entrepreneurs is that they see opportunities where others see none. Well, that sometimes can be very difficult because the grass is always greener on the other side. We constantly see opportunities, and most companies, most entrepreneurs fail because of indigestion rather than starvation. That means they're trying to do too many things at the same time rather than too few. So find something that you're passionate about, stick to it, and provide focus. As a young entrepreneur, I learned several valuable lessons. But I think the most valuable lesson I learned was trusting your own gut instinct. It's not about the spreadsheets. It's not about the numbers. It is about what you feel in your heart. Just remember, there are so many variables in the real life. A spreadsheet can never capture them. The brain only works on the logic of zeros and ones, and it doesn't know how to deal with a lot of the gray areas. Your gut, your heart, is a chemical computer. It computes things on a fuzzy magic, fuzzy logic. That means a lot of the times you will start to feel that something doesn't feel right, even though the numbers do add up. Another valuable lesson I learned was being persistent while being flexible. A lot of entrepreneurs spend way too much time writing a business plan rather than really doing things. As you are continuing to execute, you will find new things. You will learn new variables. The trick is to have your business plan which only provides you the guidelines but not the roadmap. Because as you are going out and doing things in real world, you will find things will never ever turn out to be the way you expected them when you started a business. So don't try to stick to your business plan or spend too much time writing a business plan, but learn as you are executing on a business plan, and you will find yourself to be successful. Another lesson that I learned was value of teamwork. As an entrepreneur, when I started, I thought I could do everything. But as I started to execute on our business plan, we found out that nobody can ever be good at everything. And the trick is to be honest with yourself and know what your core strengths are and find other people who can complement your core strengths. You'll find that you're certainly good at few things, but not everything. And if you can find smart people who can complement your skills, you can always be successful. The mistake that most of us make, we tend to find and like people who are like us. But you need to find people who are not like you, people who compliment you, but in some sense it's a very, very difficult thing to do because we tend to like and be associating with people who are like us. Well, the last and the most valuable lesson as an entrepreneur I learned was about the value of execution. Way too many people spend too much time thinking about the vision. We are taught that you have to build a better mousetrap. Every venture capitalist will tell you that to be a successful entrepreneur, you need a breakthrough innovation. Well, you have to assume none of us, or at least most of us, are not the smartest people in the world. There are lots and lots of great inventors out there. How are we going to be the person who's going to always build a better mousetrap? Well, to be successful, you don't have to build a better mousetrap. You just have to build a different mousetrap. And as long as you are executing well, the business always comes down to block and tackle. It's not about the great vision, it's always about the great execution. And you can always succeed by out-executing your competitors, not necessarily having the best product in the marketplace. And I think the Microsoft is a great example where they took a same product that other people may have had, but they executed substantially better, and today they're the market leader in the industry. Well, the last two lessons I learned was in the second phase of my entrepreneurship. It was about enjoying the journey. Road to success is a long road. In fact, I don't even know this road ever leads to a destination. We all have to know that as long as we are enjoying what we are doing, it doesn't matter whether we reach our destination or not, because we're always having a time of our life. Think about it. What if you're not enjoying what you're doing? What if you actually reached the destination and you looked back and found, for what? Why did you spend all this time trying to get to this destination that wasn't worthwhile? So what I learned was, spend all your time doing things that you really enjoy. And most importantly, enjoy and celebrate the milestones along the road to success. If there is one lesson that I think is the most valuable, it is about giving back. When you are successful, it is your responsibility to give back. Think about how many people who helped you to get where you are today. Think about what success, how much you take away from others. Many a times, we don't even know who helped us to get to where we are today. How are we going to pay our debt back to the society? The only way I know is to continue to help other people that you can actually help and make them successful. Giving back is one thing you can always do at any point in your life. And I can tell you, I wish I learned this lesson when I was young. There's so much we owe to everyone in the society for helping us be who we are today. And just remember, when you're successful, giving back is not just a responsibility, it's your obligation. As I look back and find what makes a person a successful person, we all know success is very personal. All I can tell you is success is not about the amount of money you have in your bank. Success is about the number of people whose life you can have positive impact on. Success is about making a difference. Success is about doing things that you enjoy. And success is about sharing that. Success is about going out there and actually making a positive difference in a number of people's life. And if you can do that, you'll be the most successful people in the world. Thank you for attending the TED event, and I hope these lessons will help you on your journey to success.